Things are heating up in the world of WWE. And now things are getting interesting with what happened tonight. Hello everybody and welcome back to another wrestling review. Smackdown, January 7th, 2022. Today we saw the Usos and the New Day go at it one final time. Hopefully, the last time. But overall, this was a very good show outside of a few things, which I will dive into. But let's talk about the big major thing that happened. And no, it is not Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar teasing a unification match. It is the Women's Royal Rumble match participants being announced. They announced a whole bunch of names, people we expected from the actual roster, but they also announced some legends like the Bella Twins, Kelly Kelly, Michelle McCool, Lita, just your typical people that were going to get introduced. But the biggest shock and surprise out of them all is the reigning, defending, Knockouts World Champion, Mickie James. Mickie James, the current reigning Impact Wrestling Knockouts Champion. Yeah! And they even straight up mentioned it on TV that she is the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Champion. That's a huge deal, and I really consider this a huge deal, but at the same time, I'm not going to go overboard with this. There's so much going through my brain right now, so many potential matches I want to see, especially on the women's side of things. I don't want to get carried away with this whole potential partnership, if it is indeed a thing. But my god, man, if there is an actual partnership, then I would frickin' love to see Tenille Dashwood team with Madison Rayne, who she's currently in a tag team with, called the Influence. I would love to see them take on Carmella and Zelina Vega for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Hell, even, especially seeing the Iconics back, and Emma, also known as Tenille Dashwood. I just think, and even people like Bronson Reed is in Impact as Jonah. You got Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows there. You got a lot of people in Impact that you could potentially have in WWE with some dream matches and all that. But I'm not going to go overboard with it. I'm not going to go too overboard because we do not know if WWE and Impact are forming a partnership or this is just a one and done. I'm more looking at this as it's just a one and done. It's just a one-off agreement and then that's really it. And also one other surprise name that'll be making her comeback at the Royal Rumble is someone who we haven't seen in 4 years. That is Summer Rae. To be fair, I was always a fan of Summer Rae. I actually thought she was one of the most underrated women's wrestlers in WWE. I thought she was very underrated. Someone who really should have been a champion, in my opinion. I actually wouldn't be mad if she came back full time. But I think it's just a one-off. Just like everybody else, I just think it's just a complete one-off. But yeah, and also Charlotte Flair has also now introduced herself into the Women's Royal Rumble match. She's basically doing what Brock Lesnar did in 2020, and yes, I don't like it. Just because Brock Lesnar did it in 2020, and I didn't like it in 2020, doesn't mean I'm going to be liking it in 2022. I love Charlotte, but I think it's really, really dumb adding Charlotte to the match. It's more than likely just going to be the exact same thing as 2020. The person that eliminates Charlotte is more than likely the person that's going to win the Royal Rumble match, which I personally believe that's going to be Sasha Banks, in my personal opinion. But we will soon see. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there to you guys. WWE and Impact, potential partnership. A potential partnership. I'm not going to go too overboard with it, but I'm very, very excited about it. If it is indeed a partnership, I would love to see the Australian people back in a WWE ring, like Tenille Dashwood and the Iconics. Hell, I'd even be down with Deonna Purrazzo having a few matches in WWE. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention as we got this review started. So we started off the show with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns coming face to face, potentially teasing a unification match. I think that this is a dumb idea. I really do not want a unification match. And I don't want the brand split to end. Smackdown will just basically become a Monday Night Raw. That's all that will happen. Monday Night Raw will just become Smackdown. If SmackDown will become Monday Night Raw if the brand split ends. All the shitty shit that we get on Raw will just get transferred to SmackDown. So a brand split needs to stay. It needs to stay. This unification idea is a dumb idea, and it's also a good way to, and it also screws the potential men's Royal Rumble winner out of a potential championship opportunity. I feel Brock Lesnar should drop the WWE Championship. Even though I don't like Bobby Lashley, just have him drop the title to Bobby due to Roman Reigns' influence. Due to having Roman Reigns interfere in the match or something. I just think it's a silly idea to do a unification match, in my opinion. Then we get Sami Zayn. He takes on Rick Boogs. Rick Boogs walks away with the victory, which I don't have an issue with. The thing that I am really not a fan of is Mr. Johnny Knoxville being added to the men's Royal Rumble match. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, I don't mind celebrities being in the WWE. Especially those who actually love being in it. Like Bad Bunny, for example. You know, I gave Bad Bunny shit last year. I gave Bad Bunny shit saying he's a waste of time, he doesn't deserve to be in the ring. But in the end, you know, in his first match ever, he showed that he loved working in WWE and he had the passion to do it. So all that hate that I gave Bad Bunny, you know, it went away. Same thing with Marina Menounos. Do people remember when she had a one-off match teaming up with Kelly Kelly at WrestleMania? She's now an ambassador for the company. It shows that she now loves WWE. She's passionate about it. You know, the match she had with Kelly wasn't too bad either. So, and for her to become an ambassador for the company just shows you how much she loves WWE. And secondly, you've also have Stephen Amell. And everybody knows his story. If you're a celebrity that has passion for the business and actually loves being there, I welcome you. But if you're people like those two bums that were feuding with Braun Strowman, yeah, get out of here. And I feel like Johnny Knoxville is in that same boat. Charlotte came out to promote the Women's Royal Rumble match and also declared herself in the match, which I've already explained is stupid. Then Naomi came out and we got ourselves a match between Charlotte Flair and Naomi. These two haven't had a lot of matches against each other, but my god, I enjoyed this match. And Sonya Deville screwing with Naomi, again continuing the storyline between the two of them. I enjoyed this match. Naomi didn't lose clean. She got screwed by Sonya Deville. And I believe that Naomi and Charlotte Flair should definitely be a feud for the SmackDown Women's Championship before Sasha Banks eventually gets to Charlotte. Before Charlotte eventually gets to Sasha Banks, I mean. And then we get to the downside of the show. Crappy Corbin and his stupid Madcap Moss, the crappy folks. They mocked Drew McIntyre, and then they had a match with the Viking Raiders, and they beat the Viking Raiders. Seriously, get these guys off my TV, for Christ's sake. These guys are not entertaining. What happened to the match with Xia Li and Natalya? I would have much rather see Xia Li versus Natalya than this shit. They've been building a match between Natalya and Xia Li for, like, what, a few weeks ever since Xia Li debuted? And now Xia Li's not doing anything. You gave her these debut video packages, you hyped her up for her big debut, makes her debut, saves Naomi, and now she's doing jack shit. She's in the same position as Toni Storm was. Debut, nothing happens. Stupid. I would much rather see that than crappy Corbin. I'd even rather see Aaliyah have a match than crappy Corbin. And then when you get our main event, which was the Usos versus the New Day, this was dubbed as the New Day's last chance. Bullshit. I call bullshit. If they are dead serious about this being the New Day's final opportunity, I do not want to see another match between the Usos and the New Day. It's their last chance. If it is truly their last chance, I do not want to see another New Day Uso match. Time for the Viking Raiders. Los Lotharios, Nakamura and Shinsuke. I'm hoping Sami Zayn wins the Intercontinental Championship, so in that way Shinsuke and Boogs can be in the tag team division. It's time to give the Usos some new competition. P-L-E-A-S-E, please. And then it was revealed in our and then the final scene, it is revealed that Adam Pearce has chosen Roman Reigns' opponent at the Royal Rumble, and it's none other than Seth freaking Rollins. Even though I'd still rather call him Seth Rollins, but it's whatever. And that's just Smackdown, guys. That's just Smackdown. Another very good episode of Smackdown. Just get rid of crappy Corbin and I'm good. That's all you need to get rid of. Just get rid of crappy Corbin and his stupid segments. Give me more women's feuds like Natalya and Xia Li, Aaliyah and somebody, and you're on the right track. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Be sure to like and subscribe as well. And I will see you all next time.